Hello, everyone. Welcome to day 4 of this week's challenge. Find and attract your high-end clients in your area. Day 5, we're going to be talking about some more marketing and really positioning yourself to get in front of your ideal clients. Something I feel is an untapped resource for how you can really just easily grow your business, and something that I easily implemented in my business to get the results that I was able to get on a much more of a faster rate than advertising on like the Knot or anything like that. I'm going to share with you really how to position yourself in your area so you really get in front of your ideal clients. So I'm excited to talk about this topic. Let me know who's joining me on the replay. As always, say hello, say what's up. And I have people joining me live. Hello. Here we go. I really hope that everyone is really just taking into what I'm sharing with inside of this challenge to heart and actually applying it to your business. One thing that I want to express with you is a lot of the content that I give you is very can be applied to your business if you take the time to really think how you can apply it and actually take action and work for your business. One thing that I do not do in my in any of my programs or any of my free content or anything like that is to give you a magic pill and to just say, here you go. Poof, here are the clients. Here are the high-end clients who are going to pay thousands of dollars for your cakes. That's not how this works. That's not how business works. And that's not how really personal development really works, because a lot of this is just personal development. I want to share with you that in order to really truly get the results that you're really looking to get, you really have to apply this to your business and to think about who do you need to be to really become the cake designer that you need to become to get the results that you're really looking to create. It's going to be who do you need to change within you, your being, your mindset, the way that you think about yourself, your clients, your work, the amount of money that you can make. That's going to be the true transformational change that you're really going to see when you're really looking to change your business. I do want to share that because I do sometimes feel like and this just comes from emails that I get from client or people who are like on my list and everything, thinking that this is going to be the challenge that changes everything, like this is going to change it all, when really you need to put in the work to get the consistent results that are going to last a lifetime in your business. Nothing in business is going to be a snap, crackle, and pop change. Your life has changed forever. I do want to convey that. Really take this to heart and really see how you can apply this to your business. So that's my little loving, helpful intro that I want to share with you. And I know people are like hopping on live with me. I hope the connection is pretty smooth. I hope so as well. Sometimes it lets me know if it kicks me off, if it's not. But one thing that I want to point out before I get started into today's challenge, is the workshop is open for Become Book Solid in 2018, where I really meet with you with the other cake designers at the end of this month, where I'm going to put together and show you what you need to do to really set your business up for success for 2018 so you can have a book solid season, and what really you need to play into your strategy, your marketing, your advertising, so you're setting yourself up for a book solid season and start to take action on that right away and really just make more money and really receive the orders that you're looking to get in your cake business. So it's a live workshop. It's going to be everything given to you in one shot, no modules or anything like that, which I'm really excited about. So the link to register is going to be down below and at the top of today's live stream. I have people here joining me. Let me know who's live. Let me know who's here. Say what's up, say hello and everything. And again, tomorrow we're going to be doing a live Q&A where I'm going to share with you answer any questions that you may have for me to really apply it to your cake business so you can take the action that you really need to take. I really want to express that it's one thing that I found as being an entrepreneur is just taking action and creating the mindset and the belief that things are working out for me, regardless of what my reality is telling me. It's just really believing and seeing the business before the business actually manifests. That's really what life is about in business. You need to see the vision and be committed to that vision before it actually manifests in your reality. Hello, Melanie from Kingsland, Georgia. Hello. Hello, Heidi. Thank you for joining me. I think you've been here live with me all of the day so far. So thank you for joining me. So let's get into it for today's challenge, which is going to be consistently getting in front of your ideal clients on a consistent basis, of course, right? And more specifically, this is going to be all about networking in your business, in your area, and how this is such an underutilized resource that cake designers just don't do and everything, or they do it by default just by like some stylish shoots and everything like that. But I'm talking here, a lot of my with my courses, everything is about taking action to consciously create the business that you want instead of allowing it to default and happen years, months, in advance. This is the time for you to take action and to create it right now, because your life is happening right now. Your business is right now. Don't wait until the future for something to just kind of like dingle into the sky. It's time to take the action. And this is something to where you can really take the action to really get in front of your ideal clients. So you start to really be that high-end go-to cake designer that people in your industry are going to refer business to you for free. Belinda's here. Hello. Thank you all for joining me live today. So this is something that you could really utilize. And one thing that I'm just going to kind of share with you, things that I see cake designers approach me with, maybe like resistance in terms of pushback for why they don't really want to implement this step. That's what I really want to convey and share with you in this live stream, and also how to actually go out there and start to build relationships and why it's so important in your business. But also the pushback that I get, because I get pushback around this area when it's been so transformational for my business, and also the cake designers that work with me in like Cake Marketing 101 and Perfectly Price Your Cakes. It's just really just walking out on faith and trusting that this step is really going to work for you. So how to actually get in front of your the industry, your ideal clients through your industry, goes back to day one, identifying your ideal client, blogs that she reads, who is she actually working with, and also day two, in terms of what is she doing to actually find cake designers, to find other people in her industry to really create the event that she's looking to plan. Because again, before someone comes to us, a cake designer, they have the venue planned out. They have the theme of their party, wedding party, whatever it is, planned out. Photographers, planners, all these people are pretty much booked before they come to us. So you really need to understand, how can I utilize the industry for who is actually getting in front of my ideal clients before me? So then they're referring their business to me in a way that's bringing me clients to where the industry really just trusts that I'm going to be the cake designer for them. So then it's just a constant feeding of leads or brides, customers, whatever it is. These people are going to help you make more money to get in front of your ideal client. And you want to actually identify the people in your area who are already in contact with your ideal client. So how does this really work in my business? When I started Aspen Charm Cakes and Pastries back in 2013, but this also happened in 2014 when I really took the action to make it happen, because I wasn't really happy about being broke in my business. So one thing that I did, I looked at other cake designers who were working with, they were doing the amazing, fabulous weddings and events, because I really wanted to do weddings, even though I was open to booking everything. Let me know who's joining me live. I have people here. I started to reach out to, really, instead of thinking that I needed to submerge myself in every, like, with the venues, caterers, wedding planners, photographers, florists, DJs, just everyone who is really in this party planning business, wedding planning business. I just started to actually tackle a few set of people in my industry who I felt I wanted to create a connection with. So I chose photographers, I've chosen florists, and also wedding planners. Those were the key areas for who I actually want to build connections with. I mean, I could have done the venues. I could have done caterers. Caterers actually can fit because, it's food with food. I just didn't really want to go those routes. I wanted to just connect with people who I naturally connected with, just for very specific reasons, like wedding planners. Of course, the brides that I work with have wedding planners. They have full service wedding planners as opposed to day of planning, even though day of planning did work for me as well. Florist kind of naturally works with cakes. For the most part, I do not use fresh flowers on my cakes, but I still want to work with florists anyway, because that planning goes well beyond before working with me. And also photographers. Usually brides work with photographers at the beginning of their planning process. A lot of photographers now are pretty much booked up for 2018 already, and they're just filling the slots and just filling in little, I see my photographer friends now, they're just kind of filling in here and there. Like senior photos and everything like that, but they have a lot of their weddings booked up. But I wanted to create relationships with these people in my industry, so they're referring their clients to me, but they're also already talking to my ideal clients, and they're already referring people for who they actually prefer that you work with, that they speak highly of. Word of mouth is going to be the best way of marketing that everyone uses in business, period. And you want to actually use this to your advantage as well. And also just take the fear of what could possibly happen if you're reaching out and building relationships with people. But one thing that the most successful salespeople, we're salespeople. Please remember that we're in the business of sales. So the number one thing that we do in sales is to build relationships with people and to really build that trust. So people are referring business to me because that's how people really build their business. Have consistent sales coming in is through relationships versus kind of turning and burning customers to where you're just kind of getting customers from from different sources and everything. But when people actually trust your cakes, your ability to make awesome cakes, they love your flavors, they love your designs, they're going to be your number one cheerleaders in your pocket, in your for your business. So utilize that to your advantage and pick a few people to actually categories like photographers, wedding planners, venues. I mean, you can use venues. I didn't, but you can totally use venues. Nothing wrong with that, right? But select a few. Look at their portfolios. Look at who they're actually really working with right now. Look at the type of vibes of the events that they're planning. Look at their price point. I like working with photographers who charge a lot of money because they think highly of themselves and their business. They have a prosperity mindset versus broke photographers, broke wedding planners who are struggling trying to get by. That's not a good look and vibe for your business. So really do your research and think about who do you want in your corner, in your pocket as well. So you are allowing those customers to come into your business and they're actually going to be vouching for you. And reach out. Schedule a meetup, schedule a time to connect with each other and just get to know each other on a personal basis, on a basis of how are you, how's business, what works for you, who do you like working with and everything. And that's what's really going to build a long-lasting impression on that person you are wanting to build a connection with. Keep up with the people that you're really networking and don't let it just be I met up for coffee with them. It was one time and that's it. Just check in and say, hello, how are you doing? How's your season going and everything? Go out to networking events, build relationships, grab cards. Whenever you grab a business card, actually send a follow-up email. I mean, I learned this in college when you're trying to get a job, but you send follow-up emails for people you meet and let them know that you appreciated some aspect of the conversation that you've talked about. Those are those small things that really build trust and build a relationship to where people are going to feed you leads like over and over and over again. And they're going to like say, work with this person. One thing that I've done, there's a photographer. She's fairly popular in the Denver area. She runs a super big group in Colorado, but she has a team. And she would always say, my team, my team. Her team consisted of the makeup artist that she referred people to, the hairstylist, the florist that she referred people to, venues that she liked. But she had like a network of people to where she kind of referred all of her business to these specific type of people. And she said, go within my team. My team is awesome. We work well together. That was the kind of like environment that I was like really looking to get into. And she became the photographer who actually shot my shoot, the one with the flower crown and everything. That's the photographer that I'm referring to. But I decided to really get in with the people who really had it going on, and I needed to be mingling with those circles as well. And that just took some time. I met her at a networking event. We met up at Starbucks maybe a week or two later, and we just got to know each other. And she really just creating a relationship on a person-to-person level, and then also talking about like wedding level and everything like that. And then from there, blossomed into actually doing style shoots together, doing like other gigs and weddings and everything like that. I've gotten weddings from her and everything. And that's just like from one photographer. So I hope this like really just kind of like making you think, what can I really do to get my business out there so people are cheerleading and vouching for my business? So then they're sending clients to me, and I'm not paying more advertising dollars to get my business out there. I'm not having to post like a crazy person on social media to get clients. Yes, you can make business from social media alone, but I found that word of mouth is something that is the strongest form of marketing that you really want to use to your advantage. And if you are like worried or concerned what other people are thinking about you, or if you get a rejection, just know that you've already been rejected in your cake business in one form or the other, meaning people have not booked their cake with you. People, I mean, that's probably the biggest form of rejection. People have not decided to work with you. You were rejected in that way. I mean, and you still got over it. Think about the long-term effects that come with actually building relationships and getting out there. Yes, I reached out to people. Hi, Stephanie. You're not too late. I did cover a lot so far. But I reached out to people who never reached back to me, who emailed me back and say, oh, awesome. Great. Nice to meet you. I'll send my clients to you, who didn't really want to build a relationship. But I didn't let that stop me. I didn't let that just kind of like make me feel defeated. I said, you know what? No in business means not yet. And I can then just build relationships with the people who I trust are going to really be attracted to me, my vibe, and everything like that. So if you ever wonder if you're going to be rejected or you're an introvert, that's a popular excuse is I'm an introvert. I don't like to kind of get out. But I mean, I like to kind of think of it like the bigger cause, which is your business. And your business doesn't do much good to anybody if people don't know about your business or people don't know you exist. What good is your business if people don't know that you're out there? It's your duty to really share your cakes with everyone in your area, with the clients who want to work with you. And then when you just kind of take yourself out of the equation and that helps you really see the bigger picture instead of just thinking, well, I don't want to leave, or I just can't do this. Think about the bigger picture for how your business needs to get out there. And that just really makes your business bigger than you are, if that makes sense. That really helps me a lot, thinking my business is bigger than my ego and everything. And it's my duty to really share my product with people who deserve to work with me. Yes, Emma. Catch the replay because I share some awesome information here. And also, this live stream challenge will be taken down on Monday. So make sure that you guys watch the replays and everything like that. So I really want you to really think the bigger picture for how networking can truly be just a benefit, and nothing really negative will come from that. Yes, people may not meet up with you, but so what? I mean, clients don't book their cakes with you. Clients work with someone else. It's just time to just keep pushing forward, stay persistent, stay diligent, and really think how you can really just increase your cake orders off of free networking, free advertising. I mean, that's how I got my business started. Even Perfect Pralines was like my very first business, was just word of mouth. And being in just networking, getting out there and getting in some chamber of commerces, just sharing my name with people, going to the farmers market, it just started to really grow because people were just talking about me and sharing my business because of that personal relationship that they had. They liked my product, they wanted to help me, and they wanted more people just to even enjoy my product. That's really just what business really is that growth. And that's really going to make your business be sustainable instead of some months you have orders, some months you don't. This is just networking, it's marketing, and just use it to your advantage, but it's going to keep you going in the long run as opposed to short-term results. Heidi, when you meet with other people, photographers, florists, do you bring them taste? I do, because the thing is, cake design is one thing. I get this phrase a lot. I want a pretty cake, but I want it to taste really good, right? I mean, I hear that all the time. I mean, who doesn't want a good tasting cake, right? So I want the people who I'm meeting with to be able to talk about my designs and my cakes when they're referring, so they actually have experienced my product with that certain sense, taste and everything. So it's not like, her cakes are great, but I haven't had them. I want them to really fully recommend me if I'm a good person for them to recommend. So I would just put together a little tasting box and bring it to them. And people love this. People love free things. People think it's a gift. But it's also for them just to even try your product out. And if they like it, awesome. If don't, that's okay. Your product's not really for everyone either. I've had people tell me to my face, like, oh yeah, your cakes were okay. It's like, well, my paying clients think that they're awesome. So it's just kind of like some people like it, some people don't. So I say bring them. Think of it as a cost of doing business and the long-term effect of it as well. I've even gone as far as at the end of the year, sending thank you cards to everyone who's referred business to me. And then also did a little coupon that said a free voucher of 12 cupcakes and stuff, because I was very appreciative of the business that they've sent to me throughout the year. And that just really strengthened the relationship with them, to where I just got just random orders and everything like that. And they just were really appreciative. It just really builds a relationship. I like to think, one thing I think is, just think about the relationship and the long-term effects of that. Relationships last. They last, and they do a lot for you as long as you're, putting in the great effort, the energy and everything. Those last longer. And it's just going to really work for you, to where people are just really going to love you. It's an awesome question. You can also do, when I was doing door-to-door sales, guys, I've hustled a lot. I used to go door-to-door, and I used to take mini cupcakes and go to coffee shops and to sell my products wholesale. I've talked about this a few times in some wholesaling videos, trainings that I've done. You can do mini cupcakes as well and get like mini cupcake holders and do that as a tasting. That works as well. But I did minis for when I was trying to get wholesale customers. So completely use it to your advantage. And you'll find that you'll be attracted to certain type of people, and other people you won't. Oh, one thing that I did want to kind of bring back to is when I was really researching and finding the cake designers who are working with the clients that I wanted to work with, I met with their wedding planners. And their wedding planners told me specifically, I booked my cakes through so-and-so. Like, that relationship is already set. So the key thing that I want to set here is they build a relationship with another cake designer. That means they already have that going and everything, which is awesome because it proves that wedding planners a lot of times tell their clients, book your cake with so-and-so. But they told me that to my face, even though they met with me. But the thing here is, also I've experienced when that cake designer wasn't free and I was available, I was a go-to designer to where people referred their business to me. Like that cake designer said, "Oh, go talk to Christina," or the wedding planner said, "Oh, I'm going to check in with Christina." So it just always comes back, because I could have got defeated like, "Oh, they work with so-and-so already, I can't do it." I was like, okay, fine. I booked shoots with wedding planners with a cake designer who they worked with was busy and stuff. And I've also done weddings like that. So you never really even know because everyone's not always busy, so it's always keeping your doors open and stuff. I'm Stephanie, no need to wait for a license. I mean, one thing I kind of don't like to share, because I am somewhat of a rebel. I'm a risky person as well. Just kind of go out there and then just trust the license will come. When I was in business, my need for money was a little bit more than what the government kind of had to say about it. So I just kind of took action into my own hands. So go ahead for it. But if you're not comfortable with that, then wait. The way I approach business is I have to make this happen right away. What do I have to do to make that happen? Because this is a dire need. So friends and family are my sales, but now I'm afraid to go elsewhere. So just think about, what can you do? A lot of times, and also, cause this is kind of like that risky side, and in building a business, some people do want to be safe. I'm just like, if my hand gets slapped, I'll wait till it gets slapped and then I'll change. So that's just me. And that's just the way I just kind of approach making opportunities happen for me instead of waiting for stuff to kind of line up if I don't really need to and everything. I mean, that's what's worked well for me so far. So, hello, Jeremy. Thank you for joining us on the live. Yes, because I did cover a lot. I was live for a little while, and I did pretty much cover all the content. I do want you guys to really seriously think about what good it can do for you, for your business, as opposed to letting your fears just dictate the type of success that you're really looking to get. One thing, just take yourself out of the equation and think you're doing your business a disservice if people don't know you exist, if people don't know you make cakes. You're doing your business a disservice. You're doing your bank account a disservice. You're doing your family a disservice. You're doing your savings account a disservice of you not getting out there and taking action and really doing everything that you can to really bring in the money and have people refer their business to you. When I was thinking, I have to make this happen. I have to really get my business out there. I kind of had to shut my ego up and just think about, I need to make this business happen because I'm not going to sit around and wait for it to happen. I'm going to have to consciously create it. And that's how things really kind of sped up for me. A little bit quicker than I found than other cake designers who've been really at this game for a while and haven't really seen the type of results that they wanted. It's just like, I'm going to have to make this happen and change my reality because my reality kind of sucks and I'm going to have to really do something about it. So I hope that really helped. I do cover inside the workshop, the marketing workshop that I'm hosting, really how to create a book solid business and really how to create a strategy and a game plan to really fill your calendar up with paying clients. So make sure that you join me in the workshop. I'm really excited about hosting that at the end of this month. I am doing the live Q&A tomorrow about really any questions that you have. Yes, and Stephanie, one thing I will say, remind yourself every day, I'm committed, I'm focused, it's on, every day, because a lot of times our subconscious mind kicks in. The way that we've kind of been running business just kind of naturally kicks in to where you take action and then you kind of step back. You have to kind of remind yourself over and over again, I'm dedicated, I'm committed to my business, I'm committed to making the money, I'm committed to making $5,000 this month, $7,500, $10,000 this month, every single day. You have to really be committed on that daily basis. So funds aren't there for the workshop, maybe the next one. I don't know when I'm hosting a next one, but one little side note that I want to share with you is when you have the I can't afford it, think about what your customers are saying to you, or think about the way that you are letting your funds just really dictate the type of business or life that you want to experience, and also your customers. I was going to do a live stream or a post about people not wanting to pay high-end prices and stuff. But a lot of it's going to be watching the language. Can I afford this? Do I have the money for this? Versus how can I have the money for this? How can I really get my business out there? How can I really generate the income so I always have more than enough money to supply all of my needs and finances and everything? This is not just for you. This is for a lot of the cake designers that I just see out there. But really watch your language and your thoughts for what's really being created in your mind. I don't talk about this enough in my live stream, in my marketing, but you guys really need to be conscious of what you're thinking and what you're saying, because that's exactly what's being recreated, and your customers are the mirrors for what's kind of replaying in your business. If the customers aren't wanting to pay your prices, a lot of times you guys don't think that your prices are worth what you're charging, and also you don't think that they're worthy of that, or you're also saying I can't afford this, that's not worth that money. So it's just kind of like always a replay back and forth. So it's not just you, it's for everyone. That's just like a mindset hack that you really want to implement. So make sure that you guys watch all the other days. This will be taken down sooner. And if you have any questions about the live marketing course, please let me know, and I'm able to help and support you in any decision that I can, because it's going to be awesome and amazing to help you have a book solid cake calendar. But I'll see you guys tomorrow in the live Q&A. Talk to you guys later.